I'm Dr. Robert Woodbury with Healthy Steps Therapeutic Lifestyle Center, and I'm here with Ashley Schroth-Carey to go over a really important article that recently came out in the New England Journal of Medicine. We're electronic today, and we are nuts about nuts. Is that what you're?
We are nuts about nuts.
So this is a study that is additive to many other studies that have gone before it. It's a consortium of the Nurses' Health Study and the Health Profession Study that has been followed in America, each group, for almost 20 years now. And in this study, they looked at what is the effect that nuts may have on outcomes of patients. And it isn't surprising, but it is what they found. So it turns out that the people that ate nuts on a regular basis, and especially the patients who ate nuts 7 days a week, had a drastic reduction in deaths from cancer, as well as deaths from heart disease and deaths from lung disease. And earlier in a blog, we also reviewed a study out of Spain that looked at Mediterranean-based eating, and adding nuts to the Mediterranean diet made it even better for the patients. So this is actually one more piece of really solid evidence about how nuts can be helpful. And it's part of the reason why we have it on our menu plans, which you deal with patients all the time.
So when we're talking serving sizes of nuts, it's always a 1 ounce serving. The study specifically talks about 20 almonds, 30 peanuts, or 14 walnut halves. I like to use here just a very simple method of your 3 fingers. That would be your kind of general. Yeah.
Not this, right? That's
Not
the
this.
problem. Then we get too many calories.
Right.
Right.
Right. That's kind of
right.
It is hard to keep yourself to just that many nuts, but that's what we're looking at here. The thing I did find interesting about this study is there was, people always come to me and they say, well, what kind of nuts? Does that mean dry roasted? Does that mean salted? Does that mean unsalted? Is it raw? The thing about this study that was interesting is there was no specification on that. It wasn't that everyone ate raw nuts or everyone ate salted nuts. It was just generally eating the nuts. There was that much of a big significant difference.
Yeah, and why it works, it probably has to do with inflammation. But also there's something magical, and we do this in the medical foods when we talk about phytosterols and plant sterols and phytochemicals and these phenols. We talk about these very big molecules that happen to be very, very good for us. So that's probably part of the reason why we see that effect. It's an associative effect, so we can never really pin down the cause, and that's not really the design of the study. It's just to show us that nuts have a place, and in fact, in this study as well as others, a very solid place in help preventing disease. We also note for our patients there wasn't any association in weight gain.
Right, definitely.
So in this study, they did not show that the amount of nuts you ate had anything to do with obesity.
Definitely. I think it's just one more of those, keep it in the back of our minds, in the back of our pockets, of healthy fats really do contribute to a healthier lifestyle. So
we're nuts about nuts.
We're nuts about nuts.
Nuts about nuts. I'm Dr. Robert Woodbury at Healthy Steps.